And maybe if you are, for example, so if you are a woman, or if you are women, or if you are girls, or if you are ladies, I don't recommend that you listen to this episode, because so what I'm going to talk about is a crime, which means what I'm going to talk about is a sex related crime, or you know so what I'm going to talk about is a crime, about, not about of sexual assault, such a thing, which is a topic, which is a category I'm going to talk about anyway. So I'm sorry for my clumsy manner of explanation. That is one of the reasons is, of course, because I'm a non-native speaker of English language, and if you are frequent listeners of my podcast, you can understand. You have already known which is what my mother tongue is, actually, and by the way, my mother tongue is Japanese. Anyway, this is not which is not important. Yeah. It's important, because what I'm as I have told you in the beginning of this episode. So I said that, So what I'm going to talk about is what I was going to talk about is a crime of sexual assault, or sexual assault. Sexual assault is what I'm going to talk about in this episode anyway. So I'm sorry for my not wrong pronunciation, but actually I'm not so good at using and pronouncing English language, so please forgive that, because I'm a non-native speaker of English language anyway. So hello everybody. So I haven't introduced myself. So hello everybody. I'm Richard Gon of Work to Live podcast version, and this time, so as I have told you, I'm going to talk about a sex crime, and the title of this episode is "To Create Porn Videos of Rapes." It is most efficient to capture the scenes of real rapes. And the conclusion is, the companies creating porn videos in this country had captured scenes of real rapes approximately 20 years before this time. So, first of all, I should tell you when this time is. And I'm creating this episode in the beginning of November in 2022, which means the incumbent Prime Minister of United Kingdom is that Indian Prime Minister named Rishi Sunak. He had been chosen weeks before or months before. So which is era. Which is the era in which I'm creating this episode. So maybe United Kingdom is becoming diverse. Which is, so in such a era, or in such time, I'm creating this episode. And anyway, so that fact, well, that stuff I have talked about as a title and the conclusion of this episode it's said to have been real stuff, which means, so as I have told you, so it is efficient. So the fact is that it is efficient to capture the scenes of real rapes for creating porn videos of rapes, or sexual assaults, or for sexual intercourse, or sexual intercourse of without consent of the sex partners anyway. So such a thing is what I'm talking about. And so in the case of this is what happened, this is what had been done 20 years before this time, or 20 years this present time, and approximately 20 years before, and in early 2000s. So there are still many companies creating porn videos in my country. And by the way, my country is Japan, and this country has many individual creators, or individual or personal creators of porn videos. And apart apart from them, and there are many companies creating porn videos, and so but actually so some companies are decent, or maybe almost all companies are decent, and but actually in the 20 years, approximately 20 years before, even decent and official companies creating having created porn videos had done such harsh stuff for creating porn videos, for creating the porn videos of rapes or forced sexual intercourse or sexual assaults. So the targeted porn actresses or targeted women who appeared to those porn videos of real rapes are those who had not been popular, or whose popularities were dropping, and such ladies or such girls were not popular when they are captured, when they had been assaulted as rapes. So they had not been popular at that time when they appeared to that category of porn videos, and so which is why there's a chart of popularity, or there are crests and troughs of in the variable of popularity. So which is what I'm talking about. So it's fine to imagine the popularities of celebrities in your country. For example, so taking an example, so for example, Miss Angelina Jolie, for example, she's not a porn actress, but actually, so sometimes she is popular, and other in sometimes she is not popular. Such a thing is, or it means, so what I'd like you to imagine is that there are crests and troughs, and the popularity of, for example, the popularity of Miss Angelina Jolie changes, or the popularity of Miss Angelina Jolie fluctuates, or changes, drawing the curve, or drawing the chart of crests and troughs, which is a figure I'd like you to imagine. So Angelina Jolie. Yes, I think my pronunciation is correct. I think. But anyway, so she's just an actress. But actually, so what I'm talking about is a case of porn actresses or female porn stars who had appeared to porn videos 20 approximately, or about 20 years before this present time. And so as I have told you, so the most efficient manner to create porn videos of real rapes is to capture scenes of real rapes. To capture scenes of real rapes, and the victimized people or victimized women are those who got their own popularities dropping, or who lost their own popularities, or which means using the terms of crests and troughs, those women who had appeared to the raping porn videos had popularities on the time of troughs, which is why those women had been used for creating porn videos of sexual assaults. But actually, so in this present time, if there are some companies who do such a thing for creating porn videos of real rapes, so those companies would be criticized, or would be rebuked or reprimanded. So such a thing would happen, because this country is the local people in this country love to blame and love to criticize those people who made the mistakes or who committed wrongdoings. So so if there are somebody who did wrongdoings in this country, so those people would be harshly rebuked or harshly those people or those criminals would be so brutally reprimanded. So which is how the general public of this country thinks or behaves. So which is why so in such a sense, so these days or in this present time or in this time, so companies creating porn videos are decent ones, and which means so if even though there are some companies which is which have plans of creating porn videos of rapes or porn videos of sexual assaults. So they do not capture scenes of real rapes. They can't do such a thing because if they do such things, or if they do such harsh stuff, or if they commit such crimes, so they can't survive. They can't survive in the market of creating porn videos. So of course, it's really so in such a way. So the treatment or the treatment or how the criminals are dealt is really harsh in this country. So in such a way, but actually, so so such a background is one of the reasons why porn videos are created in decent ways or in legal ways. So which is why infringing laws or infringing regulations or infringing restrictions is really a bad stuff. Or they are wrongdoings to start with, or they are crimes. So which is why so even when creating porn videos, so it's prohibited to commit crimes. Of course, I don't have to tell you this, but actually, that is a common sense, or that is what people have to know as the bottom line, anyway. And but actually, so the things had gone astray, or things didn't go as things go in this present time. So in the past, or 20 years before, or approximately 20 years before, or the companies of creating porn videos in early 2000s had committed crimes, or had captured scenes of crime scenes which are rapes, or which are sexual assaults. But actually, so in this present time, so companies or people creating porn videos are decent people, and they create porn videos in legal ways, or without breaking any rules, so without infringing any laws. So of course, there must be some criminals, or there must be some companies which infringe laws or provisions or restrictions. But actually, so they are easily captured, but they would be kicked out of the market of creating porn videos by other decent companies, or by other decent people creating porn videos, or by the police, by the force of police of this country, I mean. So which is why, so it's possible to say that if you, for example, if you become a porn actress, or if you become a porn actor in this country, and the companies or people working for the companies and people you are working for turn out to be criminals, for example. But actually, so if you tell if you tell the police of this country about them, so the police officers are going to capture them. I don't know whether they can capture them instantly, or they can capture. I don't know whether they can capture them soon enough. But actually, so the law enforcers do not, how should I say, overlook, or they do not forgive those criminals. So in which sense, the companies or the environment creating these porn videos is decent in this country. Such a thing is, which is what I'd like you to know this time. And in the description column of this episode and in this episode, so I'm thinking of writing a link of a web page which is created in Japanese language, or which is written in Japanese language. But actually, so what had been done in 20 years before, what had been done in early 2000s, it is written in the web page, written in Japanese language. So if you know some Japanese language, so please try to read that, or to start with, I think you can understand what is written by using Google Translate, for example. So if you'd like to know things about that, so and in that web page, I have written other cases of wrongdoings related to porn business. So if you are interested in wrongdoings about porn industry, I don't like you to commit them. But actually, so I don't recommend that you do such wrongdoings. But actually, so if you are just interested in those cases, please take a look at them and you can access that web page from the link written in the description column of this episode. So I'm going to tell you the title and the conclusion of this episode. And the title is... Wait a moment, please. To create porn videos of rapes, it is the most efficient to capture the scenes of real rapes. And the conclusion is, the companies creating porn videos in this country had captured scenes of real rapes approximately 20 years before this time. So, there are many criminals all over the world, but actually, so which is why, if you are thinking of becoming a porn actor or porn actress, please be careful not to meet such criminals anyway, who are the companies committing crimes. So that's it. Thank you very much for listening. See you.